Hey everyone, Pasay Baller here. We are now in this second game for this December 9, 2022 NBA Game Day. So this is the battle between Washington Wizards and the home team Indiana Pacers. By the way, before we proceed, I'm just inviting everyone who have not subscribed yet to our YouTube account, Pasay Baller. Please click on the subscribe button below. At the same time, hit on that bell logo. That way, automatically, you guys will be receiving notifications whenever new videos are uploaded. By the way, this game will actually start at 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time, so that's going to be 8 o'clock a.m. here in Manila. The spread given to this is actually -4. Is it -4 or -5? Let me check on this. It's actually -5. So correction, it's -5, and it's actually given towards the home team, Indiana Pacers. Now let's take a look at the standings and the rankings of both teams down here, both belonging to the Eastern Conference. Starting with Indiana Pacers, they are at number 6 in the East with a record of 13 wins and 12 losses, while Washington Wizards, they are at number 11 at the moment with a record of 11 wins and 14 losses. Okay, so Indiana Pacers, they would actually have the home court advantage on this. In terms of fatigue, well, both teams had their rest last night. In terms of momentum, well, we can actually skip that part because both teams are approaching this game off a loss. And perhaps we can just go ahead and take a look at the availability of the players and the health of both teams. Now, the injury list is kind of long for both teams. Let's start with the Washington Wizards. I can see 4 players confirmed out. Those will be Dylan Wright, Rui Hachimura, Devon Dotson, and Bradley Beal. So 4 players confirmed out for Washington Wizards. Now there's a couple who are tagged as questionable. Both players are Will Barton and Kristaps Porzingis. While for Indiana Pacers, I see here 2 players confirmed out. Those will be Chris Duarte and Daniel Theis. While we have Isaiah Jackson, James Johnson, and Miles Turner listed as questionable. And so in terms of the health, we gotta pick Indiana Pacers because first they have a lot of players. They have more players listed. I'm talking about Washington Wizards, and another reason is that their best player in Bradley Beal is actually confirmed out for the game. Okay, so we have 2 teams down here from the East. Both are kind of struggling at the moment. Although Indiana Pacers is actually okay with ranked number 6 right now in the Eastern Conference. While approaching this game, they're coming off a loss against Minnesota Timberwolves. Washington Wizards, by the way, is actually at number 11 right now, trying to recover. At once, they were actually having a very good record, but they suffered a 4-game losing streak, mainly because of the injuries that they've had, mainly because of the absences of Bradley Beal, and unfortunately on this game, Bradley Beal will once again be out for them. So for Washington Wizards, they have lost 4 straight, and out of their last 10 games, they have only won 3 times. So it's really tough to win for Washington Wizards without Beal. At the same time, if you would add on those other players that I mentioned, not to mention the fact that Kristaps Porzingis is also listed down here. He's also suffering from some injuries, although those are minor ones. Still, Kristaps is not at his 100%, so it would and should really hurt them a lot. I'm not sure if you actually watched the game of Indiana Pacers a couple of nights ago. They were up against Minnesota Timberwolves. They were down by like 21, 22 points, but Indiana Pacers actually came back. At one point, they even grabbed the lead at third quarter. They were down by like 6 or 7 points, but in the last 2 minutes of the game, they actually tied it up via those 3-point shots of Miles Turner. What I'm trying to say is that despite of the losses that Indiana Pacers have had lately, Indiana Pacers are still doing good. They are being clutch. So in this game, they are at home. I'm actually expecting for them to have a bounce back game. The Wizards don't have Bradley Beal along with some of his boys and homies, so I'm gonna pick Indiana Pacers in here. I'm even considering the possibility of Indiana Pacers winning this one with a huge deficit. So our pick would be Indiana -5. Again, that's Pacers -5. Peace out. Pasay love and God bless.